Thank you for joining another read. So let's get right into this. This is a bit of a juicy one, so let's go ahead and start. We have side hustle here. Then we have fed up. Next is legal matters. And then we have drinking, toxic lifestyle. And then if you recall, I put in the pre-shuffle, we had karma and conflict. Immediately, this energy is going through it. They're at their wits' end with nearly every aspect of their lives. They feel like they can't seem to keep their head above water, or they're stretched thin. So side hustle for me isn't just about making money on the side. This could also be side activities of many varieties. Either way, this energy is having a bad run all around. They're stuck in what feels like the twilight zone, or in a hell of their own design. They're tired of the ongoing discord and conflict surrounding them. And in the pre-shuffle, karma and conflict came out, which is crazy specific. So that already tells me a great deal about why their lives are being rocked like a hurricane. This person was given several warnings, flags of caution, messages from their spirit team, even a few divine interventions from earth angels or healers with boots on the ground in the 3D, the physical realm. And they were there to help and guide this person to their highest good. And they basically swatted those attempts away like annoying flies. Even smashed some, completely killing off some avenues for recourse. This person, they took big risks on a whim. And this is the outcome of those actions. But let's go a little deeper. There's also heat from legal matters on a few fronts, and I'm getting specifically divorce, property, criminal, and paternity. This person is really out here living reckless and didn't expect they'd have to deal with the consequences. So this could be a professional ghoster, an avoidant, or it could be a big Toys R Us kid that just didn't want to grow up. And they're delusional. Like, this person is in the matrix. And so these moonlighting activities, they have this person messed up. They live in an unhealthy manner, and they do it to satisfy their impulsive desires and addictions. I'm talking serious stuff, like I'm seeing scamming, fraud, or some kind of thieving swindle to pay for those low frequency things. Like, I don't know, they're doing something crazy to pay for the things that they want to do or take part of, and pretty much wasting these money on Jezebel harlots and or boy toy man whores. Take that as it resonates. Some of these folks were married. Some of these folks were married swingers, or cheating on their significant others with other married people who are swingers. And again, that message is specific, so it's heavy here. It's just a lot of sinful things going on in a pot, of karma they were brewing. So, and all this involves something they thought they got away with left you hanging up there, that bottom energy of the deck. Clearly this energy has no problem with throwing people under the bus or under their feet to stand on it. Like, if it means getting more attention, popularity, a higher status, they'll do it. They'll do it to their mama, they'll do it to their kid, if it means anything good for them in any way. And Spirit has allowed this person to get as high as they possibly could on that wave they were riding, only for it to instantly dry up. So basically that fall for them, it's going to be long and horrifying. And that was meant to be a lesson for the ages. Like, if this energy doesn't get it, other people on the outside looking in will, and they don't want or won't want any parts of it, any parts of their fate. And it's being talked about in their community, close circles. Oh, it's cooler buzz. And whoever this side hustle energy is, they're not the biggest fan of that, because it disturbs this image they've worked so hard to mask themselves in. Excuse me. So they left someone hanging by either ghosting at probably the weirdest time, the unopportune time, not standing up for someone or breaking up a promise, commitment, or contract, if that makes sense, of some kind. And this is something that they agreed to. And whatever it was, they dropped the ball completely. And so it appears they also thought that whoever this someone was that they left hanging, they thought that this person would be tangled up and left in this mess. Like they would come back and they would still be stuck and, just in the wind of what they left them in. But no, that wasn't the case. This person was very flexible and adapted to the situation. They never looked back. They kept it moving. And so side hustle energy, I don't believe was expecting that. Now, whatever's going on here, however they got to that information, they could have learned what this other person, whatever that turnout was, they could have learned through the grapevine, through mutuals, or social media if they have it. But some are just in deep pondering. Some don't know. Some are just wondering what happened because they thought or were thinking whatever this situation was that they left that person hanging in, they would essentially come crawling back to him or reaching out for some reason. That didn't happen. So, for lack of a better term, if not karma, they've cursed their lives due to the decisions and low vibrational impulses they've acted upon. This person is now facing things like foreclosure, eviction, car repossession, in some cases heavy fraud charges, CPS for child neglect, or seeking, in some cases it could be a parent seeking sole custody due to mistreatment, and divorce again in some cases. Like I said, this is heavy business. And so some of the things I'm getting for fraud, this could have been a person who had a small business, could have gotten funds fraudulently, like a PPP loan or those COVID relief funds. Like those people are still being investigated and charged criminally, so that. But this person is essentially being pushed to make things right or drown in a sea of their own shit. Pride can be all-consuming for the ego because it looks like this person is about to go down with the ship simply to avoid admitting they did wrong. It would shatter the illusion they've built around their life. Too hard to start over. Too hard to tell the truth or live in reality because it doesn't fit what they think they should have. Well, until they do right, everything that once brought them joy will turn to ash right before their eyes and bring sorrow to their heart. And this is so sad. Spirit said we sent 3 boats, a raft, a lifesaver ring, and a life jacket, to which this person was like, no, I know a better ship, a real ship is coming to save me. How? Your ship is quickly sinking and there's no ability to radio or calm out for backup. I'm sorry, calm, short for communication. So what now? What is this person doing now? They're like avoiding everything. Which brings me to some of the songs that I actually channeled for this message. The first one being Ray, Escapism. She said, it's like, I don't want to feel how I did last night. That song. Listen to those lyrics. And then she has 2 more, because I happened to be listening, and it was like 3 that came up on a playlist. And I was like, whoa. So it's Escapism, Flip a Switch, and then quite literally the song is called Shh. So like SHH. Powerful, because this person is like heavy on the toxic lifestyle. They do not want to come to any acceptance about whatever they did to whoever this person was. And so again, it's bringing me to another thing that I was channeling. I kept hearing, it's a line from Color Purple. It's Whoopi Goldberg's character, and she tells Danny Glover's character, until you do right by me, everything you do will crumble. It's one of those things. And I think, so in the movie, it's like just go look up Color Purple if you want to know any more about that or this message. But she basically discovered that he was hiding her sister's letters, and that was just like the straw that broke the camel's back, because they hadn't seen each other for years. She was very isolated from a lot of things. There were, abuse and SA involved, and she just lost it, couldn't take it anymore. And she basically had like she just had a take her power back moment. And she was leaving, and as she left, she said those words, like, everything, until you do right by me, everything you do is going to crumble. So whoever this side energy is, they messed up in a major way with the wrong person, or they've been doing, low vibrational, low frequency things so long that, karma's finally coming to collect. And this is someone who could be very oversensitive, indecisive, impatient. This could be someone who has a need for control, which is why, I don't know, side hustle is very heavy, so they probably couldn't maintain a typical 9-to-5 job. This is someone who's always a business owner or entrepreneur of some type. They could even have these issues with people that they're in business with. So this could be a serious feud between business partners, a business partner that was a lover. This is someone who could have been their boss, maybe, like a funder, a sponsor. Just, again, take it as it resonates. But this person was doing the absolute most and thought that they were just going to skate sky-free. I don't know, what type of business they held, what kind of status they had, but they were pretty impractical in how they deal with people in these situations. So now they're fed up and they're wondering if there's ever going to be a point where they can catch a breath, but it doesn't look like karma's going to let that happen until they accept something, or until they make at least some type of attempt to make something right. So if someone is, I guess the message here is that if they did something to you or to someone, they're not getting away with it. They haven't. They're experiencing some serious backlash. Numbers that could be significant. I have 1, 2, 10, 11, 111, 1110, 1034, and I believe that's it. Oh no, 7 and 34 came out as well, because the fish, 3 plus 4 is 10. So 7, the chariot. 10, the wheel of fortune. 11, justice. So this is equilibrium of the ethers. And I don't know, this person thought they had some type of magical finesse where they could just slip and slide and with another matrix dodge their way up out of that situation. But no, the trap that they set for someone else, or the clout, or whatever the case is that they tried to do by leaving someone else hanging, they've essentially flipped and fell in their own mess. So that, I believe, is all I have here. Oh, 2001, the year. I'm not sure why, but that could be significant for someone. That is all that I have here for this message. I hope it resonated or was helpful in any way. Blessed be.